Hundreds of thousands of college kids, a big appeal of college life is the chance to live off campus. But that off-campus housing could turn out to be lethal. In just the past 6 years alone, 70 college kids have died in off-campus house fires. Matt Mahar investigates what's behind those fires and how they could be prevented.
It looks like a typical college student's room. Pizza boxes, clothes, papers everywhere. But it's not just a mess, it's a potential fire trap. Watch how quickly it all goes up in flames. In just minutes, everything is destroyed. This demonstration at the C.W. Post campus on Long Island, New York, was carefully controlled by the New York State Office of Fire Prevention. But how much of a hazard are off-campus houses in the real world? Check this out.
It's a disaster.
We went to Miami University in Ohio, and at this off-campus house found 15 young women. And their housekeeping habits alone are an obvious fire hazard.
All that needs to be cleaned up because it's all fuel for the fire.
But more disturbing is what lies beneath.
This is scary. It's just an accident waiting to happen.
In the basement, the fire safety expert we brought along, John Darmanin, found antiquated and exposed wiring that he says could ignite if overloaded by appliances. To make things worse, the battery in this smoke alarm is dead.
And you say this cellar's a fire trap, right?
Absolutely.
Just look at this laundry area. It's a total mess. Dirty clothes and trash are fuel for a fire.
If these young ladies were your daughters, would you let them leave this room without cleaning this up?
I would not. I would not. And neither would your parents when they see this. How many live here?
11 guys live here.
11 guys.
2 blocks away, we found these guys. And inside their house, more rooms full of clothes and just plain junk.
This stuff is going to burn. The fire could very well start here.
And here, too, smoke alarms with the batteries removed.
This is not going to work in a fire.
Some of the rooms had no alarms at all. We found a fire extinguisher that was empty. And look at this tangled mess of plugs. Appliances all plugged into connected power strips that Darmanin says could cause a fire at any time. In this basement, a broken hose connected to the clothes dryer. It's supposed to blow out hot air, but it's clogged with lint. And if enough builds up, it can ignite.
You don't want to be in this building when it's on fire. Especially.
And you're saying that eventually somebody living in here is going to have a fire because of that hose.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yet not one student we spoke with said inspecting their house before moving in had ever dawned on them.
Did you give any thought to how safe is this house fire-wise?
I was moving in, so that was one of the last things on my mind.
They're kind of at the age where they're invincible. It can't happen to them.
Ed Camo runs the Center for Campus Fire Safety. He says every college town is at risk.
Something that can happen in any city, any town across the nation. It happens everywhere.
Why did we select Miami University for our inspection? There was a good reason.
This was supposed to be one of the happiest times of your life.
Right, and it was. Until April 10th.
On that date in 2005, Ashley Richardson and her best friend Julie Turnbull were at an off-campus late-night house party when a smoldering cigarette started a fire that quickly engulfed the 130-year-old house. Ashley jumped out a first-floor window, but couldn't find Julie.
It was absolutely terrible, not knowing who was in there.
The next morning, Julie's body and those of 2 other students were found in the rubble. According to fire officials, some of the smoke alarms in the house weren't working. And according to published reports, previous tenants had described the house as a fire trap. Julie's parents, Doug and Linda, blame their daughter's death not only on the condition of the house, but on the reckless behavior of students. And they want to warn the parents of every college kid.
Parents have to be involved. I think they have to know where their kids are living.
Experts say a smart thing to keep your college students safe is to take your own fire inspector through an off-campus house before signing the lease. For more fire tips, come to our website, InsideEdition.com.